Yes, I did watch part 3. Yes, I did record it. No, I'm not re-uploading it because 1, too much of a pain, and 2, I want to get this out, and 3, I'm a big simp in that video, and I do not want to upload it. Anyway, let's get into this. Yeah, I'm gonna psychoanalyze a lot. We're actually having normal headlights. Why am I calling it headlights?
So much has happened in these past few days.
A lot.
I don't know what to do now.
I mean, your brothers literally go insane. Your other brother's dead. Your sister nearly died. Your other brother's getting hunted for sport by tourists. You're depressed.
What is there to do?
When I heard that, I thought that was the white noise I play when I go to sleep. No joke, I literally have thunderstorm noises going on. And all the time with my Google Home. That's how I get to sleep. Jack!
Jack? Hello?
He has his mouth right up against the wall and I love it. I love it.
What?
I heard you were sad.
Oh my god, Jack, you're literally just a kid. You don't have to do all of this for your family at this point.
Sad is an understatement, Jack.
I was about to say it is an understatement.
I toned it down.
Why?
I assume it is because of Moon.
People that are just like not even paying attention to what is being said and just reading what is been going on there and just listening to something over top. I can't be the only person who does that. I have ADHD for a reason. You'd say my moon and they'd be like, wait, what? And just theorizing about it, then they'd actually listen to it and they'd be like, oh, that was just a typo.
Yeah.
I am listening.
What do you mean you're listening?
Talk.
Therapy Jack. That's what he means. Yes, this is my attempt at Jack.
Get it
What?
off your chest.
What do you mean? I don't know what they mean.
Just that.
You have to be thinking things. This is a non-hostile space. No one will judge you.
Do you know what actually makes this funny? It's because that everywhere else is technically a hostile place in this universe. It's 10 billion percent funny. If you get that reference, I love you.
Jack, I don't know where Moon is. He's in space, apparently.
Space, I think he's not anymore.
He did a lot of things. Which I'm very angry about.
Are you blaming yourself?
What do you want me to do, Jack?
You shouldn't blame yourself.
Yeah, don't blame yourself, but it's also very hard to not to blame yourself. When you're a decent person that's not a narcissistic butthole, your natural reflex is to try to fix everything because you believe it's your fault. So it's easier said than done.
How would you have stopped him?
I don't know.
If you don't know, then there's nothing to regret.
Nothing to regret, Jack.
Thanks! This deserves an /thanks, I'm cured!
There's things to regret. I don't know what's gonna happen to Moon. I don't know if he's gonna die or
He's insane at the
he's
moment.
just gone. Or not. I don't know.
I'm diagnosed, don't know that.
What do you want to do? If you could have any way of this happening, what would you want?
I don't. No, Jack. I'd rather nothing of this happened. He tried to kill Earth. Or
Yeah, Jack, don't drop the fact that he threatened to kill you on Sunrise just here. You don't need to. Yeah.
care if she died. And now I'm angry at everything, at him, and there's nothing I can do about it. I want to help, but I didn't. Or I didn't know.
This was something that was brought to the front of my mind because I saw a very funny My Hero Academia comic dub. Yes, that's what I've been spending the day doing. I'm waiting for the dub to come out, okay? Because I can't find the episode 5 and above any on YouTube, okay? So I'm just waiting for it on my website. Anyway, basically it's like you feel like you're in a different dimension to everyone else's, but you can interact with it, but nothing you do does anything. It doesn't have any consequences. Sometimes you're peaceful because nothing you do matters. Sometimes you're happy because nothing you do has consequences, and sometimes you're depressed because nothing you do matters, and at that point you don't know what's real. Do you know what? That actually feels like something Moon. That is actually what Moon had to go through. Oh my god. Thank you, Darby. It ended with Hawks just basically being like, yo, I just came here for a coffee, but how's your sleep schedule, man? Then Darby's like, Hawks like, go to sleep. That is basically for all of you to comment right now. It's essentially like 2 a.m. Go to sleep.
Then it's not your fault.
I don't know, Jack. I really don't. I wish things were better. I really wish.
But apparently, this is actually a joke in a future lyric prank video that one of you guys have suggested. Apparently, the astrals might just like think of this as a. I know this is not technically true, but I can imagine all of the other astrals besides Taurus just watching this show like a soap opera. I could just imagine that, and that would just be hilarious.
Things were better, but they're not.
Could somebody please make that for me? Please. I want someone to actually make that. Like, and everything like that. I'll send me like a comic of it or something and I'll gladly dub it. Don't worry, I'll gladly.
I am not good with emotion.
You were not programmed with emotions, but yet you have developed emotion because you miss your father and you care about your mother
I know,
and family.
But if it would help, I would like to offer a hug.
Give your uncle a hug, because he is technically your uncle. Son, give your nephew a hug.
Sure, Jack.
Come on, yes, give your uncle a hug.
Hug.
I can't accept him back into my life. And not after that. I can't.
You don't have to.
So now it's just.
Are you saying you disown Moon?
He tried to kill Earth. He did it almost without care from what she said.
I'm not judging you.
You don't just do that and expect things to be fine afterwards.
He did not expect things to be fine. He was just sick and tired of everything happening, and honestly, it would drive a man insane. I mean, because I'm a person and I get way too curious, I do end up watching sometimes some true crime videos on YouTube about some very insane children who end up killing their parents. So yeah, sometimes insanity can't really be staged by, like, family members and that. Because, man, did some of those people try.
I know.
So now I just...
How do you know he expected things to be fine?
I don't know. That's always how Moon was before.
That was before.
I know. Can I be honest?
Of course.
I liked this Moon more. Liked him more. Past tense. Then all this stuff
Looks like the old moon's now back in your favorites.
happened. Moon, the old one, he had several issues. He had a lot of issues, but he never broke like this. He never did things like this. He wouldn't have tried to kill me if it meant... No. Maybe he would have. There was a time where I wondered if things were going to be okay or not. Now? Oh my God, now. Now I don't know.
But things are okay.
Are they? I don't know what Moon can do. Apparently he's just stuck in space doing nothing, twiddling his thumbs probably, but... I'm so angry now.
There's nothing wrong with being angry.
I agree. I was going to say something, but I wanted to continue listening, but then I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't want to be angry.
Why? What's wrong with being angry?
I hate the feeling. Makes my chest tighten and my head throb.
Does it remind you of when Eclipse was in your body?
Yes. It does.
Ah!
Why?
I don't like being angry, Jack. And I would so love to just take some of it out, but I don't want to do that in an unhealthy way.
Take up boxing.
Just destroy a house like you did last time.
Maybe I'd be a horrible boxer.
But it would be good for getting your anger out.
Trust me, mate. You'd be an amazing boxer. From judging from your entire exoskeleton and everything like that, they wouldn't even be able to punch through, and, well, you might. You'd be good under the defense part, but the offense, maybe not. But defense, you'd be amazing.
Probably.
You tire them out.
Probably. I don't... You know, I went to another universe where Moon kept that kill coat thing in his head. He didn't separate it or whatever.
And
Everything was fine. There was nothing like this. There's no eclipse, no blood moon, no creator. Nothing like that.
But there wasn't other things that make you happy in your life. Everything bad that happens correlates to something good. Like something big bad thing might happen. You might get one big good thing or small little things that add up to it. There's a balance. Like this way of saying, no, energy can't be destroyed and it also can't be created. It's also like that. So you can't have a bad thing and not have something good come from it. For example, the Black Summer bushfires in 2019 Australia destroyed thousands of homes and killed people, burned down forests, killed thousands of creatures. But it is a part of the natural cycle too. The natural cycle relies on bushfires to keep it growing and adapt for harder and harder conditions. And I can tell you, the forest is more beautiful than it ever was. And the creatures are coming back. It's beautiful.
Then again, I'm not sure if the creator just died of a heart attack or if they actually got rid of him or something. I don't know.
was there lunar or Earth?
No. There wasn't. It was just me and him. Or my other version and him.
Is that a life you would have rather lived?
I don't know. Without lunar Earth, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. But sometimes I wish things were just weren't as complicated as this.
Again, for every good thing, a bad thing must happen. Again with the bushfire thing, with the floods as well. Floods, yes, it destroys a lot of things, and the agriculture and everything. But I can tell you, right after that, the crops grow amazing because of the fertilizer being soaked into the soil along with the water, making the roots stronger than ever. Also, having the ability to end droughts. Droughts, it brings people together. It may have some bad stuff, but it also brings good stuff as well. Yeah.
I don't know why it is. It shouldn't be. I'm more than happy with everything just being stupid and fun and me being worried about cleaning and children, but then all this stuff happens and now we have star powers to deal with and astral bodies that are just going to come down at some point.
I have an important question.
What?
You said that you wouldn't want to think about a life without lunar or Earth. Would you prefer to have had a life without moon?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say a life about yourself, mate. Because I think that's something you would actually say.
Be honest.
At times, he can be so helpful and so nice. But other times, it just gets drowned out just with everything he does. No. I would not want Moon.
You would have preferred a life without him.
I think it's taken me a long time to realize that Moon was just an individual who's so...
Thousands of Victorians.
Thank you for disclosing my location, Ad.
angry and toxic. I'd rather not have that. I tried. But maybe... No. It's still not right to say. He's the first person I ever knew. Ever. And I can't just say that he didn't help in any of this. I don't know what my life would have looked like if I didn't have Moon. Maybe it'd just be me in that day.
I mean, technically, you wouldn't even have Lunar. I mean, technically, you wouldn't have Lunar. Technically, you wouldn't have Solar either. And in comparison, you would also not have Jack. So... Again, bad stuff brings good stuff in return.
Here, practically going insane talking to myself, but... I don't know. People wouldn't be dead. I'd be happy, I guess. Calmer?
Would you?
I don't know. I guess that's the hypothetical. I don't know, Jack. And I wouldn't be in this house, or be rich, or anything like that. Probably still be in that daycare. Maybe I'd bedazzled the room that Moon had. I don't know, Jack. I don't know. I grow scared. I feel...
That is seriously the white noise that I go to sleep with. So, if you don't hear me talking for a while, let's be drifted off a bit. Because that's what I'm used to going to sleep with. But that doesn't mean, like, anything against the video. It's just a soundtrack.
Bad for saying those things.
The fact that you feel bad for saying that you maybe would have preferred a life without him makes you a good person. But the fact that you said you wanted to live a life with him, it shows that a part of you still cares.
Jack, you should be a therapist. Literally, no, wait. Literally, go to your mother, learn some magic, come here. You can solve everything, technically, because you would know what the better things would be. And you wouldn't go insane, because literally, you have a positive family environment. You have a good mother. We all know Soul's gonna come back in some way, shape, or form. You might get your father back. And you have uncles and aunts.
It's okay to not want
Technically
him in your
brothers.
life, to not want to let him back in, but it's important to always remember people just as much as events are what help create one's life. And you, son, have a family that cares for you.
I know.
That is a good life. No matter what the hardship, you have more than me.
I still don't know why they made you too much. I know they made you to protect Lunar, but stuff happened, I guess.
I am just here.
Bloodmoon's gone.
I am here to help. So if you would want, I can stay here and help.
I just
Spend your time with your uncle.
want to... I don't know. I think I just want to sit, breathe, think.
Then I will sit here.
You know,
Maybe don't think about it. That could give you an entire anxiety attack.
Solar disappeared the one day. There was one day, I don't remember how long, but Moon was crying right there. How much he misses Solar, and then he blurted out that he misses his brother. I know he didn't mean it in a sense of how much he despises me or doesn't see me as a brother, but I felt hurt, I guess, by it.
Try to analyze that real quick. I'm not going to say anything because that'll get me, because that will just get so many people angry.
He was dealing with so much stress. And none of this stuff helped.
He did actions that are not excusable. He is a flawed person. Those flaws just happen to show on the surface.
Yeah.
I gotta point something out there. What you're basically saying is that those flaws happen to show on the surface. That means he couldn't mask them for any longer. Would have phrased that differently. 10 out of 10. Loved it. I love how Jack was basically just like... if this didn't happen, you wouldn't have all these good things. Because if something bad happens, something good happens in correlation. That's what I always believe. Like, if something bad happens to me and I get through it, I have a new sight in the world, and also I see who truly cares about me, and I truly feel and everything like that. I feel better about myself. So I want you to think back to a time that was really bad for you, and then tell me all the good things that have happened. It could be as small as like getting an iPhone, or as big as finding the love of your life. Tell me. And then tell me if I'm right or wrong. If something bad happens, something good happens in correlation. And I will die on those words. Anyway, see you later, my kings and queens and non-binary in betweens. Please like and subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.